Hello, I am Ginger Jesus. This is Nerd Foo. As I've mentioned in my previous videos, I started taking karate. I started taking karate because the high-end levels of karate seem analogous to some of the high-end concepts in Tai Chi. Not all the concepts of Tai Chi, but some of them, and quite frankly, I'm learning however I can. So, I'll figure out how to learn the other aspects of Tai Chi later. And by later, I mean as soon as I can. But as somebody who loves martial arts, as I hope you do, I encourage my kids to take martial arts. And my youngest child decided she was going to check out the place I go to for karate. And they have children's classes, so I took her there for an introductory lesson, and they taught her a couple blocks, and they had me hit her with a pad, and she blocked it. It was fun. She enjoyed herself. At the end of the introduction, they brought out a wooden plank. And they had me write on it something that she's challenged with, something she has troubles with. And I asked her, what does she want written on it? Because ultimately it's up to her. It's not my interpretation, it's hers. And so she told me what she wanted. I wrote that down. And then they taught her how to power through it. Now, to most adults who do martial arts, anybody who does any kind of serious martial art, we understand that board breaking is not as impressive as it looks. And I also noticed that they never had me break a board. And they are the thin, almost balsa wood boards that we all make fun of martial art places for having. And I really sat there with them and her in the lesson because I wanted to know what they were trying to teach her. I didn't zone out. I didn't let them do their job and get on Facebook. So I really paid attention. And I saw as she failed to break the board over and over and over again. And she kept saying, ow, my hand, ow, my hand, ow, my hand. She kept, it never worked and it always hurt. And without being mean and without being aggressive, they didn't let her quit until eventually her hand went through the board. And she felt accomplishment. And I paid attention to the lesson. And I tried to think, how can I reinterpret that lesson, verbalize it back to her in a way that she'll understand better? And so on the ride home, we had to talk about fear. And how in this case, she let her fear stop her. And I asked her, did it hurt when you went through the board? Because I already knew the answer. She said, no. I said, great. Did it hurt when you stopped at the board? And she went, yeah. And I was like, so when things make us afraid and it stops us, we feel pain. When something makes us afraid and we move through it, there is no pain. And she went, okay. So I don't think she got it yet, but I'm hoping there will be a point in her life in the not too distant future where those words will click. Martial arts. I'm Ginger Jesus. This is Nerd Foo. Subscribe, please. All right. Be good to yourselves out there.